Guys, I do not think Willow realizes she is seconds away from destroying every relationship around her, and honestly, the emotional fallout coming on General Hospital this Monday looks absolutely brutal. We are talking tears, betrayal, manipulation, and secrets so messy that I swear half of Port Charles may never recover from them. And if you ask me, Michael might secretly be the most dangerous person in this entire storyline right now. So let us get into this because there is a lot to unpack. Everything starts with Willow emotionally collapsing in front of Chase at home. And guys, the second I heard that spoiler, I knew this was not just another sad conversation. This feels bigger. This feels like the moment Willow finally stops lying to herself. She breaks down crying and admits she does not want to marry Drew anymore. Not, I am confused. Not, I need time. No. Willow flat out realizes she cannot keep forcing herself into this future anymore. And honestly, we all saw this coming from a mile away. The way I see it, Willow has been trying so hard to convince herself that Drew is the safe choice, the stable choice, the right choice, but her heart has clearly been somewhere else this whole time. And the person standing there while she completely unravels is Chase. Now that is where things get dangerous. Because Chase immediately slips back into that emotional protector role with Willow. He comforts her, listens to her, reassures her, and guys, you can already feel those old emotions creeping back in. The chemistry is still there, whether they want to admit it or not. And honestly, I think Willow scares herself when she realizes how safe she still feels around him. But here is the part that really caught my attention. Willow tells Chase she has made so many mistakes. Guys, soap characters do not say things like that unless something huge is eating them alive inside. You can hear the guilt dripping off every word. And no, I do not think she tells Chase every ugly detail yet, but I absolutely think this conversation changes something between them. Because when somebody sees you at your lowest, when they see the tears, the regret, the emotional wreckage, that creates intimacy. Whether Brooke Lynn likes it or not. And speaking of messy relationships, can we please talk about Michael for a second? Because I swear, the more spoilers that come out, the more I think this man is quietly orchestrating chaos behind everybody's backs. Michael apparently realizes Brooke Lynn may have been the hit and run driver that night. Guys, that is huge. That is not just random soap drama. That is the kind of secret capable of detonating multiple relationships at once. And instead of immediately exposing her, Michael warns Brooke Lynn to be careful. Now, if you ask me, that is where the manipulation starts. Because Michael is too smart to waste information like this. He knows Chase would never willingly betray Brooke Lynn, but he also knows Chase hates being lied to. And there is a massive difference between protecting your wife and finding out your wife has been hiding something this explosive from you. You cannot convince me Michael has not already started connecting the dots in his head. In fact, when Michael calls someone and says he may have found the solution to all his problems, guys, that line gave me chills. Because the second somebody on General Hospital says they have solved everything, disaster usually follows 5 minutes later. And honestly, I think Michael is setting a trap. The way I see it, Michael wants Chase pushed away from Brooke Lynn and emotionally vulnerable enough to drift back toward Willow. That sounds twisted, I know, but come on. We all know Michael still wants Willow back in his orbit somehow. So imagine this. Chase discovers Brooke Lynn has been hiding a devastating secret. Their marriage explodes. Willow is already emotionally breaking down in Chase's arms. And suddenly those two are leaning on each other again while Drew gets pushed further out. Guys, that is not an accident. That is a setup. Meanwhile, Carly and Valentin are stepping into their own emotional minefield, and I am sorry, but this whole situation feels way more complicated than either one of them wants to admit. Carly confronts Valentin about Anna again because she clearly believes he is still in love with her. And honestly, I kind of agree with Carly here. I do not care how calm Valentine acts. I do not buy the idea that he is magically over Anna. Not for 1 second. Valentine tries to claim he has moved on emotionally, but there is always this sadness underneath him whenever Anna comes up. You can feel it. And if you ask me, Carly feels it too. But then things suddenly take a romantic turn because Valentine may actually tell Carly that he loves her. Guys, what? That is massive coming from Valentine. This man does not throw emotions around carelessly. So either he genuinely means it or he is desperately trying to convince himself that his heart belongs somewhere new now. And honestly, I cannot fully tell which one it is yet. That is what makes this storyline interesting. Because Carly looks like she wants to believe him, but part of her still sees Anna standing between them like a ghost that never fully left the room. At the same time, Carly also listens to Charlotte open up emotionally about Rocco running away, and honestly, I really like these quieter Carly moments lately. They make her feel more human. Charlotte is overwhelmed, scared, and carrying guilt of her own, and Carly becomes this emotional anchor for her. But guys, let us be real here. Whenever Carly starts becoming everybody's emotional support system, it usually means a giant storm is coming directly for her next. Now over to Curtis and Portia because wow, this argument sounds ugly. Curtis absolutely refuses to take responsibility for Isaiah getting hurt. And honestly, I think Portia is reaching her breaking point with him. Isaiah's injured hand could destroy his surgical career. Derek's surgery is now in jeopardy. And Curtis still keeps insisting Isaiah only has himself to blame. Guys, the coldness of that response shocked me. And I know Curtis can be stubborn, but this feels deeper than stubbornness. This feels personal, almost defensive. The way I see it, Curtis is pushing responsibility away this aggressively because admitting fault would force him to confront how badly things spiraled out of control. And some people would rather burn every bridge around them than admit they helped light the fire. Portia is furious. Isaiah's future is hanging in the balance, and this entire situation feels like a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. But wait, because that is still not the strangest part of Monday's episode. Ava and Alexis head to Kyoko's gallery, searching for answers connected to Delilah's tattoo. And guys, this storyline suddenly feels dark in a really creepy way. The second they meet Apollo, I already know something is off. Soap rule number 1. If a gallery owner acts too smooth and mysterious, they are hiding something. Apollo clearly knows more than he is saying, and Ava and Alexis immediately pick up on it. They ask questions about Delilah, but every answer feels incomplete. Like somebody edited pieces out of the truth before handing it over. And honestly, that is what scares me. Because whenever General Hospital starts mixing hidden identities, symbolic tattoos, secretive art galleries, and shady characters together, somebody usually ends up exposed, betrayed, or dead. I swear this whole Delilah mystery feels bigger than we realize right now. Then Tracy storms in and summons Ethan because apparently she needs his special skills. And guys, whenever Tracy Quartermain says something like that, you know chaos is about to follow. Tracy never calls people unless she has a plan. A dangerous plan. And Ethan being involved tells me whatever she is cooking up probably involves deception, manipulation, or digging into something that was supposed to stay buried forever. Honestly, I would not even be shocked if Tracy already knows pieces of the Delilah mystery before everybody else does. And that is what makes Monday's episode feel so explosive to me. Every single storyline revolves around hidden truth. Willow hiding her real feelings. Michael hiding his manipulation. Brooke Lynn hiding a devastating secret. Valentine hiding unresolved emotions. Apollo hiding information. Curtis hiding from accountability. Guys, the lies are stacking on top of each other so fast that something is bound to collapse. And if you ask me, the real disaster has not even happened yet. Because the second Chase finally learns the truth about Brooklyn, everything changes. His marriage, Willow's future, Michael's plan, all of it. One revelation could trigger a chain reaction that tears through Port Charles like a hurricane. And honestly, I think Michael is counting on exactly that. The scary part is, if his plan actually works, he may get Willow and Chase closer together again. But what happens when Willow realizes she was manipulated into it? Yeah, that is the cliffhanger keeping me hooked right now.
Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the GH Spoilers Daily channel.